Hi, I'm Wally and welcome to the EPC training video series. This is a training video on how to process your electricity or council bills more efficiently and accurately. So these are electricity bills that we've received from our client, and you can see that they are not in date sequence, and because of the name of the files, they are mixed, and it's a bit difficult and challenging to keep your sequence of your bills, which ones you've received and whether they're all submitted. So the very first thing that I do is I rename the files in order to get them to follow on a date sequence. And that's very quick, but it makes a big difference in when you're processing the accounts. So let me illustrate that quickly. So by just clicking on it twice, we do the year and then the month. 2022-08. This one is 2020. No, we don't want to change the name or delete the name. 2021 12. 2021 10. 2022 04. 2021 12 again. 2022. No, I don't want to. Just press escape if that happens. 2022 02. 2022 01. 2022 3. 2022 05. Now remember, we need 12 months of electricity or energy bills, whether it's electricity or diesel, and it needs to be the same 12 months, and it also needs to be sequential 2 months. Don't worry too much about the fact that it's COJ and ESCOM both. We'll get to that just now. For now, let's just focus on getting the dates sequentially. July 7. June 6. 2022 6 again. 2022 05. 2022 2021, oh no, don't want that. 2021 September 9. Let me just do a quick count on my fingers there. 2021 07. '22-06, almost done. 2021-11. And maybe just to note, I've made a copy of the original files I received so that I don't change the originals but edit my own processed version of the files, so that you always have a backup or the original master files to refer back to. And then the last one, 2022-05. Okay, there we go. And this makes a lot more sense. So we can see from 2021 we've got 6, 7, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. So I'll show you here what we'll do if 1 month is missing. As long as we have the start reading and the end reading, it's not a major train smash, and hence why I'll show you the technique on how I capture the bills with the start and end readings, and we go over to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. So we have from this June 21 till August 2022. Okay, so let's start processing these bills. Just a quick interruption. You remember to like and subscribe this video so that you can also receive notifications on any other future training videos that we do on the EPC training video series. Remember to like and subscribe. So now that we have the dates sorted in a more logical sequence, and we can see which of the bills are missing or outstanding, I want to give you a quick overview of the different types of formats of these energy bills. So here you can see there's a City of Johannesburg account and an Eskom account, and let's quickly look why that is the case. So for this specific building, the City of Johannesburg bill only relates to water. So there's only a water and sanitation charge, but what I do like about the format of the COJ accounts is that it gives the meter numbers, as you can see here. So from a reference point, you have a start reading number and you have an end reading number, which makes, this is now just for water, it's kiloliters, but it makes a lot more sense in terms of tracking your correct billing over a 12-month period. If we look at the same building again, the Eskom account, and you'll see the difference now. If we look at this Eskom account, gives on the front page just some basic information, and here's our kilowatt hour consumption. So it does give us a consumption period, so the 11th of April till the 10th of May. Off-peak kilowatt hours, standard peak. What we're interested is in the total kilowatt hours. So the total kilowatt hours will be, so this 46,757 kilowatt hours for the month of April will be a total of these three periods, off-peak, standard and peak. for our EPC, we only concerned about the total kilowatt hours, and also not the amount. So that is the format of the Eskom bill, but as you can see here, there's no start reading and end reading. And in my capturing of the energy bills, you'll see now when I show you the format, I have a place for start reading and end reading for very specific audit purposes. So I'm going to show you an example of another COJ account, and you'll see the difference here. So for this specific building, the COJ bill is for both electricity as well as water. Now look at the difference. Again, it gives us the, I'm going to zoom in, gives us the reading period. So this one is from the 1st of August till the 31st of August, 31 days. But what I like here is the fact that we have the meter number, first of all, and then the start reading and the end reading. This is now for our peak consumption. We're interested in kilowatt hours. So this is our specific measurement that we're interested in, is the kilowatt hours for that month. So again, the meter number, and then our start reading in kilowatt hours is that, and our end reading in kilowatt hours is that, which gives us our total kilowatt hours for the month. So let me show you one or two other formats. This is an example of the Rustenburg municipality, bit of a different format again altogether. And on this one, we have for the power meters, again, the kilowatt hours, a start and end reading. And again, from an audit perspective, I prefer having this available. So there's our readings so that we can have a reference to say this was the amount of kilowatt hours based on the meter readings, especially if you have 12 subsequent bills and you're uncertain whether it's been double invoiced or not. So this is a format of Ekurhuleni municipality. Again, a different format. Let's quickly go down here. So there is our kilowatt hours. I just want to quickly check. There's our meter number. Whether this also has the kilowatt hours. So here on this bill, in fact it is over here, we have on the electricity the kilowatt hours here, the total kilowatt hours used, and there's our reading dates, the current reading date and the previous reading date, as well as the meter numbers or the meter total count. So that again gives us the ability to be able to audit and reference and confirm whether there's been errors in the billing or that we obviously capturing the correct billing. So I want to show you quickly the Excel format and capturing this data of these various formats. So the Excel format for the energy carrier, and specifically for electricity, is I've added this year the 12 months for the capturing of the municipal electricity bills. So you'll see here we've got a start reading and an end reading and a start date and an end date. So for the Eskom bills, we'll only be able to put in start date and end date because they don't give us the readings. But for the Ekurhuleni, the COJ, if we had those available, a typical bill would look something like this, or not a bill, but a data capturing. So we would have the start reading, the end reading. There was a month missing, but in this month they actually just caught up with the billing. And this is why specifically I like the meter readings, because you can see here that the start reading was the end reading of that previous bill. So it's very easy to then do an audit both in dates but also the reading numbers, and to ensure that your capturing of the data in numbers is correct as well. But again, it's dependent on whether the bill actually reflects the start and end reading dates. So in conclusion, you then populate these 12 months worth of sequential data, again ideally with start and end readings, your date references, and then based on those monthly kilowatt hour totals get a total for the year, and that then will be your electricity from a electricity bill or municipal bill value, our total kilowatt hours for the year period. Thank you for watching our video. I hope that this helps you to do your EPCs much more efficiently and accurately, and that you're very successful in your EPC endeavors. Remember to like and subscribe.